All right, hey guys, welcome to today's workout. We've got a really fun one to get through today. First things first, make sure that you've chosen one of the options for the warm-ups that we have available so that you're ready to roll. All right, so today we have a for time workout to start. So we've got a rep scheme going from 50 down to 5 that I'm gonna go through, and then we've got a really awesome finisher to get a bit more strength in for the day. So I really wanna see you guys doing all of this. So I'm gonna go through workout first, then we'll go through each movement, we'll go through the scaled option so that everybody knows what I'm looking for today. Okay, so for time, we are starting with 50 squat jumps, we go down to 40 push-ups, 30 V-snaps, 20 burpees, 20 curtsey lunges, and they've actually got a jump, so lunge jumps, and then we're finishing on 5 wall walks, okay? So that's our for time workout. And then our little finisher at the end, which is gonna help us build a bit of strength, is going to be 3 sets of 10 pike push-ups, okay? 30-second hollow hold, and then 1 1/4 air squats. So I'll go through all of these, okay? So let's go from the top. So with our workout, obviously it is for time. So the intent is to get through this as quickly as you can while of course maintaining quality in every single movement. Hopefully you guys have the SmartWOD app on your phone. Definitely hit the timer on this one because we want to know your scores. Cool? So first, jump squats. The big things that I'm looking for here, it's a really fast, powerful and dynamic movement. We want full depth in the squat, so hips below knees, and then we're going to drive out and actually jump. I would be aiming for big sets here, so maybe try to break these up into 3 sets for your 50. So hands out in front or up, we're going to come down, we're going to power through, jump, jump, jump. So you can see as I jump, I point my toes and I'm squeezing my legs and my bum as I come up, okay? So they will definitely take the air out of you. Like I said, big sets. Then we've got 40 push-ups. We all know how difficult push-ups are, so I've got lots of options. Biggest thing is chest and hips move at the same time. We want that full range. So I don't want little half reps at the top. I want to make sure that we're trying to get strong in full range of motion. So that bottom range is really important. Let's stack the body. So we stack the hands under the shoulders. If you're up on your toes, it should look like this. So notice my bum's high. I'm going to tuck it under, come into that hollow. Everything moves at once to the floor. Everything moves at once as I come back up. So notice as well, my elbows are nice and narrow and they're skimming my ribs. They're not flared out. We don't want anything wide. We want to really isolate the triceps. Again, up on the knees, same thing. Tuck. We're going to lower to the floor. Press out nice and strong. Really lock out the elbows. If that's still really tough, let's work on our negative today. So come on under, tuck everything. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just get back up however you want to. So for you, choose the sets and try to maintain that. It might be like 5, it might be 3s, it might be 4s. Whatever it is, let's keep quality. Okay, V-snaps. So we're working on those hip flexors. So these are a really awesome movement to get like our hip flexors and our core strong for things like our toe to bar, lots of other movements where we need to be fast through that muscle. So the idea is we start in a hollow position. So this can be really, really tough. And we're going to move really fast to bring our chest toward our knees. I want you to think about squeezing. So you want to squeeze your toes together, ankles together, knees and our quads. So I'm going to start in that hollow, ribs are pulled down, lower back's on the floor. I'm going to snap, come back down to hollow. Snap, come back down to hollow. So I'm going to try not to like lose it or flop down on the floor. I want to maintain tension through that movement. Now, we can actually scale that back through using just one leg or both legs pulled into the chest. So you might actually just go like this, and then you're snapping the chest. It might be like this, snapping the chest, okay? But always come back and keep your shoulders off the ground, chin to chest, like we would in a hollow, okay? So 30 snaps. Now we're going down to 20 burpees. So with our burpee, guys, all we want to think about is hitting the deck. Make sure you don't resist on the way down. Just hit the floor, bring the hands back into the feet and jump high. So feet jump out, feet come in. I'm going to jump overhead, fully open hips. Feet jump out, feet jump in, clap overhead. So I'm looking for nice open hips, gazes forward, okay? Next movement, curtsey lunge. So with a little bit of a twist, with a bit of a jump. So we'll bring a bit more power into this movement. Now our curtsey lunge, guys, all it is think of a normal lunge where we've got our stance, feet under hips. Normally we'd bring that knee back directly behind the foot. This time we're going to bring the foot to the other side of that leading foot. So the toe scoops behind, that knee's going to come down behind this ankle. That's what the curtsey lunge is, okay? So this is what it looks like in a static movement. Foot comes behind, and make sure there's a nice big space. Now, when I'm doing it in a jumping lunge, I'm just going to think about touch the knee, I drive out of the bottom. So this requires a lot of stability. You can see I'm struggling and I'm really focusing. What I want you to think about is slowly coming down, but then powering out. So the power is explosive as you come out of it. Slowly to the floor, power, and we're trying to jump up as we come out like we do with our jumping lunge or our jumping squats as well. Cool, wall walks. Woo, these will be hard to finish on, guys. All right, so with our wall walk, make sure you've got a nice strong wall. You can go up into the full position, which is fully inverted, nose, toes are touching the wall, or you can go wherever you can sort of reach. First things first, nice strong arms. So lock the arms out first, leg comes back, and then I'm gonna shuffle my way, thinking about pressing out, squeezing my ribs down, thinking about squeezing every single muscle in my body. That's why it's so hard, okay? So I press up, leg, I'm gonna look toward the wall, I'm gonna shuffle, I'm gonna press up, I'm gonna squeeze my bum, I'm gonna squeeze my legs, and then I'm gonna squeeze everything, and I finish in the same position. So as I said, you don't need to get fully inverted. Your feet might stop here, but we wanna think about always tucking, hollow, squeezing, okay? So that's our for time workout today. I want you guys to get through it. I want you guys to tell us your scores below. Now, let's go through our strength. So this is a finisher. Highly recommend that you guys do this as part of your day. We're gonna go through 3 sets or 3 rounds, 10 pike push-ups. So the pike, guys, means that when we crack over, it's just our hips that should be broken. Some of you guys will have tight hamstrings, so you might have to change up your legs. I'm just gonna show you what that looks like. So basically, a pike position looks like this, okay? Straight legs, and all I'm gonna think about doing is bringing my head down in front of my hands, like the position I would have in a handstand. And I'm really gonna think about stacking my weight in the front of my shoulder, okay? So I'm gonna come down, touch the head, and I'm gonna press back up. Rather than pushing back and pushing the weight into my legs, I wanna keep the weight through my shoulders. I come down and I press. Notice my elbows were tracking at about 45. Now, like I said, if your hamstrings are tight, you can just bend through the knee. So same position, you'll bend, and it'll be down, press. If it's really hard range-wise for you to get your head down, you can get yourself a pillow or some sort of tactile feedback where you can touch your head. If this again is really difficult, I would just go through some quality push-ups again to finish. So just finish with some really nice push-ups. Next we've got our hollow hold. So I've sort of gone through that, but let's just focus on the progressions if we need to scale back. Full version, I want back pressed firmly into the ground, and that's all that should be on the ground. I want you to think about toes and shoulders or your hands at the same height. Think about that nice dish position. So you'll be really working at squeezing everything. Raise the shoulders and the chest off the floor, and we want to pull everything in here, okay? We're really working on that. We can then bring one knee or 2 knees in. So it might look like this. 1 knee, 2 knees, and try to keep the knee above the hip, not like this. So knee above the hip. Next, you might need to pull those hands down towards your feet to maintain that, okay? So lots and lots of options. Back must remain flat. If you need to come down in the 30 seconds, that's fine. I want you to accumulate 30. So make sure you're getting back up and making it 30 seconds each time. Next, last one, 1 1/4 air squats. So this is to feel a bit more of a burn, create lots of tension through the legs and through the glutes. So you're going to come down into a nice quality squat, hips below knees. You're going to come out of the squat for a quarter, and then you go back in that lower quarter. So it's down, up, squeeze the bum, down, drive up. And you're only doing one of those, but you should feel a big burn through the glutes. You're going to do that for 3 rounds. Slow it down. We want quality, we want good reps. We're trying to build that strength in all those full range of motion. I'm really excited for you guys to do this today. Make sure that I want you to film it. I want you to tell us your scores, tag us, Lissome at home. Let's get into it, girls.